So we are in the second part of the afternoon. We waited for the sun to kind of start coming down. It feels good now. The bites on my foot swelled. It made my foot swell, so I got to kind of work with that. I am going to be doing some pigeon peas today, so I just want to show you what David has collected, and then we'll go over to the site. So these were the pigeon peas that were collected before I got here. They're brown. We can open them up, as you can see, even with one hand while I'm holding the other stuff. And these are the peas here. Now some of them have some mold on it, I can see. So, but we can definitely dry those off and plant them, get them germinated. And then once they're germinated, then we can grow some more. But in the meantime, I'm going to go pick some out there. You're going to do some watering?
Yeah.
Hon? Okay. All right. Okay, let's go over to them. Yeah, the sun is coming down. It is beating up on the pigeon peas, but it's not as hot. So this is what they look like. Now these are green. So you have a choice here of either taking these and then opening them up and using them as a vegetable, or you have the choice of taking these, see how brown they are, and then just let them dry up even more, take them out, and you could use them just as they are in there if it's not too dry, and just put them in a salad, eat them that way from what I heard. These are very high in protein. They are very high in protein, in fiber, vitamin A, vitamin C. I am not doing this on my own. I went into my favorite YouTube mentors, checked out their videos. More peas are coming in. Just want to show you what the flower looks like. Isn't that great? Now the sun is right behind me, so I'm not sure if you can see that. So look at that. On the YouTube channels, I've seen around, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. I'm going to not just pull these out, but I'm actually going to prune them so that they can continue to grow. The best time to grow these pigeon peas is in the spring for the summer harvesting. So we are going to try to do as much harvesting here so that we can regenerate some new pigeon peas. Look at all the ones back there. Got to be careful. I could not wear my boots today because, here, let me walk over here. I'll show you what that looks like. See my foot? So this is why I keep boots here. Yesterday, I did not put my boots on. It was the first day that we were here. And David just wanted to show me something, and I stepped on a mound that I didn't realize. But check that out. So this is real life here. Look at that. Real life. This one I only got like 1 or 2. This one kept me up at night. I did put antibiotic cream on it. I did not put any other shoes on because I needed for it to heal. So I got to be careful. All right, I'm off to picking pigeon peas. Okay, well, I'm not sure if you can see me. I'm trying to prop up the camera. I have pruners and I have this white colander. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start picking all of them, actually, all of them. So whether or not they are green or brown, I'm just going to pick them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just putting them into the colander, and then I'll have fun separating them. Yeah, I want to do a little pruning of these bushes here. So that they can be stimulated to grow more. Quite a bit of them. I was listening to one of the videos that said that pigeon peas has been growing in India for a tremendous amount of years. I can't remember now how long, but I'm going to obviously leave the flowers, and I'm going to just do, like I said, all the greens and the browns. I am going to do a little pruning though. Okay, I got to be careful here because I see some ants want to get on my toes. I already have enough issues with that. So I'm not going to speedy up the camera this time. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. I figured if I'm enjoying myself, maybe there's someone who's just enjoying watching me do this. You know? Look at this, huh? Look at that. Check that out. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, let me do this one here. Again, I'm going to go up to the flower only. Let the flower do its thing. But I'm going to cut these. These can be frozen. I've seen pigeon peas frozen in the freezer. You know. Again, I'm trying to go for the ones that don't have flowers coming in. Some of them have flowers. So I did see a video where they took the stem and they just took it down and then harvested it like this. See? That's it. The problem with that is if you get one that has a flower on it, then that flower is going to go as well. So yeah, you can do that. I've seen them do that as well. You know, see? Just pick them up and that's it. These are great for kids to do. Wow, this is really nice. This is like a nice little task for kids to and empty out this colander, and this way I can start over. But check this out. Look at that. See? They're so pretty. And then if you open them up, so the green ones are harder to open. You need like a scissor. The brown ones are easier to open. So I noticed that with the green one, it has like a side stem. If you take the side stem and you just peel it back, that would be a great way to open it as well. So, have to be careful here. Yeah, look at that. These are green. Oh, perfect. See, this can be eaten as a vegetable. See that? That can be eaten as a vegetable. That's how I like them. I like them young and tender like that. You know? Let me just take a few more. Can't have any more ants on my feet. They really swelled up. But that doesn't mean we stop working. Alright guys. Bring it up here. So, that's it for now. I'm going to continue to have fun harvesting the top of that. Well, it's the next day and I'm still working on gandules, pigeon peas. So, let me show you what I'm up to. So from where I'm sitting, I just want to show you, this is what I'm doing. I'm separating the green ones and the light brown ones with the really dry ones. These are the ones I'm going to germinate or try to germinate. And this is the big wheelbarrow. Look at all of the pigeon peas that I collected. And this is my view as I'm harvesting. Very cool, isn't it? I mean, nice. I don't mind harvesting pigeon peas at all when I have this kind of a view. A little update on my foot. So right now, I don't have flip-flops here because there's ants on the floor. I do have sneakers on, but I do have my right foot is wrapped up. There's banana peels in here. So yes, banana peels, the potassium is really good. It acts as an antibiotic to the bites, and it also helps with itching. So it's been working. The swelling's been going down, but I'm still babysitting it. And now we're gonna get to work again. So usually on the weekend, I notice that many of the families in the area, they do a lot of garden work, a lot of farm work. So there's a lot of machines going on, weed whackers, lawn mowers. Anyway, this is how I harvest them. After I had taken them from the shrubs and I pruned the shrub, I then take these pieces, I look at the color, and I clip them. Always good to have one of these guys. And then I just throw them in a pile behind me because they're going to go into another pile later on. Here's a mix of pigeon peas. See, there's light green, brown. One is already turning. I'm going to still put them in the vegetable pile versus the seed pile. So this is my vegetable pile of pigeon peas, and this is my seed pile because this is the one that I'm going to be germinating seeds from. Everything else I'm going to put into this pile. So before I seed these, I am going to soak them in water a little bit first. A couple of the resources online say that it's a good idea to soak your pigeon peas for a few hours before you put them in soil. And no, I am not going to time lapse this as well, because the fun part of harvesting and sorting out is actually doing the work. It doesn't have to be fast forward. Sometimes I see these YouTube mentors that I watch. I call them mentors because they are my mentors. And they fast forward it. It's like they want life to happen real fast, and I guess for the sake of the video, I did that with some of the videos in the beginning. If it was like a project, like the chicken coop, that's different. But this is soothing. This is something that, you know, you don't want to fast forward. I don't know, maybe whoever's watching this is watching this in the background as they are cooking or cleaning the house, you know? Or just sitting around doing admin work. And it's just soothing. That's all. It's just soothing. Look, you hear that? You're hearing the weed whacker next door. It's nice and hard. These have been there for a while. You know, I never gave importance to pigeon peas before. I just thought that they were peas and it was no big deal, and it came in cans. It was always the, when you go into a supermarket in a mostly Latin community, you would see piles and piles of pallets of pigeon peas. You know, I was not raised with pigeon peas, so I was raised with black beans. I have a Cuban background, and most of the time we ate black beans. That was our go-to when we were young. But you know, as you grow up, you learn about other cultures, and living in a very urban community around urban people. I've always lived in New York City. You're exposed to all kinds of food. So pigeon peas was exposed to me after I was, you know, hanging out with my Latin friends, and their moms would make arroz con gandules. That's where I learned more about pigeon peas. Other than that, it really wasn't something that I learned, that I appreciated, because I would see so much of it. And I would see so much of it so cheap. That was another thing. But now that I have grown them, and now that I'm sitting here harvesting them, I've come to appreciate them. And being that they are really good in a really good source of protein and vitamin A, vitamin C. You know, I really appreciate them now even more. It's amazing when you learn about the food that you eat and what it actually does for your body, and then you tie that in with how it's grown and how people harvest it. When you pass by another can of pigeon peas, you kind of have to smile and say, yep, I know all about you. Pigeon peas are so prolific that I've actually seen them do this on a very commercial level, which obviously I will never do at my age. So, now look at that one. This is definitely a whole nice mix. There's a quote on social media that says kids should do this more often with their parents and grandparents. And there's something to be said about that, huh? I think they would not only enjoy it, they would make them feel important, that they are part of the food process. Especially a 4 or 5-year-old, they can do this. Give them one of this. Show them how to use it so that they're careful. They also feel important. Why not? Come all the way to Puerto Rico to harvest pigeon peas. I love it though. You don't see me doing this in New York. You know, I actually got a new journal because I finished my old book. And I started out my journal with, why does anyone have to live somewhere permanently all the time? Or why do they feel like they need to call one place one home? Why can't we just have different homes in different areas? I feel like I have different homes in different areas. Okay, so I'm almost done with the first batch. I still have about 200 more branches to go. Okay, so I want to show the different stages of these peas. So these are the green peas here that you see, and these are the ones that I will be using, whether it's in a salad or in a rice dish. But these are how green they are, and they could be used as a vegetable. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand, but I just want to show you. When they're this green, I just take the seam off of the pod itself, and then see how green they are? That's what they look like. And then over here, these are the ones that you see in the can. So whenever I see pigeon peas in a can, this is what I see. It's in between this and this. So the lighter ones, some of them look like that. Actually, many of these look like that. So that's what I see in cans that's in the supermarket. These are the ones. These green ones are the ones that I see in some of the rice dishes that my friends cook up. So these are good. These are like vegetables, just regular. And then these are the hard pigeon peas. These are the ones that I don't see. This one has mold in it, so I will not be using that. But this one, see these guys? These are too hard. These are the ones that I will try to germinate. But just wanted to show the difference in pigeon peas, because I know I did not see that in any of the videos. The different peas and the stages. So this is ready for like planting. Some of them eat them that hard. I don't like them when they're this hard. You know, like I said, I'm used to having them green, or I'm used to having them a light brown. This is like a light brown. And so this one is still a little bit meaty, you know. When they're this hard, they're just ready for just seeding again. Okay, so let me show you how I actually chuck them. This is what I'm putting them in, the ones that I'm going to be eating. They're a little bit of light tan. The green ones I haven't even started, but I'm taking these brown ones that you see here, and you just snap them open. See? Snap them open. When you snap them open, you'll determine what pile they're going to go in, whether they're going to go into your eating one or they're going to go into your seeding one. These happen to be little cream ones, so they're going to go into my eating ones. So I am going to put all 6 seeds that came out of there into my little cup. Get rid of that. Take the next one. I'm only going to do 2 or 3. But open them up. These are a little darker, but they're not red yet. So I am going to put these guys into the eating one. When they are red and brown, those are the ones I drop into the seeding one. Okay? These are actually all coming out pretty brown and cream, so I'm going to eat those, which is good. I'm going to drop these in. And I still have all of this. So why do I do this? I do this because it is a Saturday. I am listening to wonderful music that's coming from the house. I have this gorgeous view of trees, a lake, plantains, and a whole bunch of other things that David's growing here. And because I have the opportunity to do so, you know, I don't want to be rushed. And yeah, there are other things to do, but I'm not going to go ahead and be a person who doesn't want to waste time. I do want to waste time, and this is the best wasted time that I can think of. So that's it for now. I know the video is a little lengthy, but you know what? That's a good thing. And see you the next time.